Good day, everyone. Good day, class. So, in this moment, we will discuss the statistics measures of position in group data. So, last time, we will done in ungroup data. So, we will proceed to group data. Okay. So, group data means the data or information given in the form of class intervals such as 0 to 20, 20 to 40, and so on. Group data and ungroup data are different because ungrouped data is defined as the data given as individual points, example values or numbers such as 15, 63, 34, 20, and 25. Okay. For group data class, we have a formula. So just the same in ungrouped data, but the same measure of positions, but different formula. So for the group data, the formula is we have quartile, decile, and percentile, right? So for the quartile, equal to lower boundary plus kn over I minus CFB divided by F and multiply by CW. Okay, so the same lang yan sa decile and percentile. So magkakaiba lang ng measure of position. And tandaan, kapag quartile yung hinahanap natin, so quartile is equal to 4, decile is equal to 10, and percentile is equal to 100. Okay, so for the following variables, L means lower boundary, N total number of observations, CW class interval or class width, CFB. So ito yung cumulative frequency before or cumulative frequency of the preceding class. And F, frequency of the class. Then yung I, ito yung magbabago sa formula. Okay? Kapag nasa quartile tayo, yung I natin is equal to 4. And kapag decile naman, yung hinahanap sa problem, yung I natin is equal to 10. Then, kapag percentile naman yung hahanapin sa problem, I is equal to 100. Okay? Because quartile, if you remember, quartile is equal to 4 equal parts, and decile is equal to 10 equal parts, and percentiles is equal to 100 equal parts. So for example of a group data, we have two illustrations here. Illustration 1 on your left side and illustration 2 for your right side. So nakikita nyo, meron tayong given data. Okay? Given class interval and given frequency. So the problem is how to find the LB and CF. Okay? So LB means lower boundary and CF means cumulative frequency. So paano nga ba kukunin yan? So nakikita nyo yung data natin. Nagsimula siya sa lower part. Tingnan yung data natin. Naka-arrange yan from lowest to highest. But nag-start siya sa lower part. So 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, 16 to 20, and so on. So, paano nga ba kunin yung lower boundary? So, para makuha yung lower boundary, mag-subtract lang tayo ng 0.5 sa first number. So, ano ba yung first number natin? Of course, 1. Okay? Diyan sa 1 to 5, so magsusubtract tayo ng 0.5 sa 1. So, 1 minus 0.5 is equal to 0.5. So, ganun lang gagawin natin. Subtract 0.5 in every first number. So, ano ba yung mga first number natin? 1. Then, ang susunod is 6. Okay? So, 6 minus 0.5. So, 5.5. Then, next, again, minus 0.5 and 11. 10.5. Then, minus 0.5 sa 16. 15.5. And minus 0.5 and 21, 20.5. So hanggang matapos yan, hanggang sa taas, you can subtract 0.5. Okay? Then after that, proceed tayo sa CF or cumulative frequency. So ano nga bang gagawin dyan? Okay? Kung saan tayo, sabi ko nga kanina, kapag yung data natin is nag-start in the lower part, so lahat ng kukunin nating data dyan, magmula sa lower boundary up to cumulative frequency. So mag-start din tayo in the lower part. Okay? So paano nga ba kunin ang cumulative frequency? So in the lower part, meron tayong column ng frequency dyan. So yung pinaka first number ng frequency natin in the lower part, copy, paste lang natin. Copy, paste nyo lang yan. Then the next number, so add po natin yan. Okay? So andyan na yung, ito na yung example. I-copy, paste lang yung first number. Then add the next number. Ayan. Okay? Add ng add lang tayo hanggang matapos natin sa taas. Then, ang sum ng frequency natin or the total of frequency, so that is the value of n. Okay? Okay. So, it's done. So, the total of the frequency is 50. So, it means the value of n is equal to 50. Okay, so let us proceed to the next illustration. Okay, kung mapapansin nyo, yung illustration 1 and illustrations are different. So, bakit? So, the same data, but different arrangement. So, in the first illustration, um, it will start in the lower part. Okay? The smallest number is in the lower part. And the second illustration, so kung mapapansin nyo, nag-start naman tayo sa taas. Okay? In the upper part. So, in the upper part to the up to the lower part. So, it opposite. So, bakit may mga ganong scenario? Okay, kasi nga, sa paglagay natin ng lower boundary and cumulative frequency, especially the cumulative frequency, hindi pwedeng magbaliktad yan. Okay? Kung saan nagsimula yung data natin, doon rin tayo magsisimula paglagay ng cumulative frequency. Kapag nagbaliktad yan, so yung magiging sagot natin sa measure of positions, so dyan pa lang sa illustration natin or sa data natin, yan sa table na yan, so mali na agad, so wala na, mali na yung solution nyo. Okay? So kaya dyan pa lang dapat sa table na yan, so make sure that you answer correctly. Okay? The same lang yung lower boundary niyan and the cumulative frequency. Ang different lang ng dalawang illustration natin o ng dalawang table natin ay yung arrangement nga ng data. Okay? So, be careful sa paglagay ng mga datas. Okay? And after that, we will proceed to the example on how to solve for the measure of positions for the quartiles, deciles, and percentiles. And I explain also on how to get the values of the following variables in the formula. So in the formula, we have a variable n and a variable LV or lower boundary. Okay, so yung lower boundary, nakita nyo na doon kanina sa table na ginawa natin, nasagutan na natin. So ang tanong na lang kung paano, kung saan doon ang lower boundary ng measure of position na hinahanap natin. Okay? Okay, so sa example na to, find the first quartile or the lower quartile and or the Q sub 1. Okay, so in this formula for the quartile 1, so quartile 1, QK, Q sub K is equal to L plus Kn over I minus CFB or cumulative frequency before over frequency and multiply by class width or class interval. Okay. So to solve for this problem, so the first thing to do is to solve the Kn over I. So kailangan mo nating i-solve yung Kn over I para mahanap natin yung other values ng ibang variables. Okay? So yan muna yung isosolve natin yung Kn over I. So sa Kn over I, yung K natin is automatic yan is 1 because ang hinahanap natin is quartile 1. So it means that the value of K is equal to 1. and the value of n is equal to n is the total of the frequency. So to substitute the kn over I, so dito na sa slide na to, antayin na lang nating mag-flash. Okay, so ayan na. So kn over I is equal to 1 times 50 over 4. Okay, bakit nag 1 times 50 over 4? Kasi nga yung k natin is equal to 1, yung n natin is equal to 50, and yung I natin is equal to 4 because ang hinahanap natin is quartile. So tulad nga ng sinabi natin, mula ng nasa ungrouped data pa tayo, yung quartile is equal to 4, decile is equal to 10, and percentile is equal to 100. Okay, so the answer of kn over I is equal to 12.5. Okay, so ngayon, meron na tayong 12.5. So hanapin natin sa table or sa illustration yung 12.5 sa column ng CF or cumulative frequency. So kung makikita nyo, wala tayong 12.5 dyan. So ang gagawin natin, titingnan natin kung saan ba magpo-fall yung 12.5. Saan siya pasok na number. Okay? So pinakamalapit na number is 9. Kung sa 9, hindi pwede. So ang pinakamalapit na number kung saan siya pasok is yung 15. Okay? Ibig sabihin, nasa 15 siya. Okay? Hindi pwede yung 9 kasi nga kulang sa 12.5. Hindi rin pwede doon sa 27 kasi nga sobra naman. Okay? Doon tayo sa 15. Yun yung pinaka-closer. Okay? So ngayon, nakuha na natin yung kung saan ang place ng 12.5. So, nasa 15. Okay, so yung row ng 15 na yan, dyan natin kukunin lahat ng values ng variable na kukunin natin at ilalagay, isa-substitute natin dun sa formula. Except the cumulative frequency before. Kasi yung cumulative frequency before, yun yung value na kukunin natin sa column ng CF. Okay? So, saan ba makikita yan? Okay? Kasi nga, pag sinabing before, so ibig sabihin before ng 15. Okay? So, ano bang number ang before 15? So, we have 9. Okay? So, kaya nga, yung ating cumulative frequency before is equal to 9. Okay? So, nandyan na. Naka-flash na rin dyan yung K is equal to 1. Yung L natin is equal to 20.5. Okay? So, yung cumulative frequency before, yun yung 9. And the frequency, yung 6. And the class width or the class interval is equal to 5. So, bakit? Paano ba nahanap yung 5 sa class interval? So, kasi nga, tingnan mo dyan sa column ng class interval. Yung mga data natin is 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, 16 to 20. Okay, yung interval niyan, ang interval nung between 1 to 5 is 5. So, paano ba i-count yan? I-count nyo dun sa mga kamay nyo. Start tayo sa 5. Sa 1 rather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, 5. So, 5. O, ganun din sa example. Proceed tayo sa 6 to 10. So, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. O, 5 pa rin. So, ibig sabihin, yung class interval is equal to 5. Okay. So, ngayon, meron na tayong values in the following variables. So, substitute na natin sa formula. Okay. First, copy the q sub 1. Kasi nga, yun yung hinahanap natin, ang q sub 1. So, is equal to L. Ang lower boundary natin is 20.5 plus yung kn over I natin. So, may value na tayo dyan. Nandyan sa taas. Yun yung pinaka-first na sinolve natin. Okay, kn over I is equal to 12.5. minus cumulative frequency before. So, yun yung 9. Then, over frequency. Okay, yung frequency natin dyan is 6. Then, multiply by the class width or the class interval is equal to 5. And now, so mag-ano na tayo. Perform the operations na. Okay? Perform the operation. So the first thing to do is to solve the equation inside the parentheses. Okay? So don't forget to use the PEMDAS procedure. Okay? So always PEMDAS procedure tayo. Okay, in PEMDAS, ano ba yung pinaka-first? So, parenthesis. So, ibig sabihin, ng lahat ng nasa loob ng parenthesis, isusolve mo muna yan before the other. So, we have an equation inside the parenthesis, yung 12.5 minus 9 equal to 3.5 over 6. Okay? Now, the next in PEMDAS procedure, so next in parenthesis is multiplication. So after the answer from 12.5 minus 9 over 6, so you can multiply by 5. Then after that, so perform the other operation to get the final answer. Then the final answer is okay. So quartile 1 is equal to 23.42. Then round off. So round off into 23. So ganun lang kadali. So kailangan nyo lang hanapin yung mga values ng variables. So paano mahanap ang values? Again, kailangan solve muna yung kn over I. Okay? So sundan nyo lang yung nasa video tutorial natin. Kapag nakalimutan nyo, pwede nyo panoorin ulit. And this time, I will have another example. And in this moment, you can solve by your own. Okay? So you can try to solve this problem by using the formula of the group data. Okay? So the first thing is you need to solve or to get the lower boundary and the cumulative frequency. So again, cumulative frequency, so you can add all number in the frequency column. And to get the lower boundary, so you can subtract 0.5 in the class interval or the column. Okay? So, yun lang. Sana naintindihan nyo ang video na to. At maraming salamat. Okay. Paalam.